A bulletin board feature. African traitors sold to us as heroes. The abominable Judas class. They didn't liberate the people, they inherited the chains and called them crowns. The dagger in Sankara's back. In 1987, Thomas Sankara, the upright man, was assassinated. Not by France directly, but by his closest ally, Blaise Compaoré. A man who smiled in his face, then pulled the trigger. Sankara was buried in an unmarked grave. Compaoré ruled for 27 years, reversing every reform, and serving the same imperial interests Sankara died resisting. He didn't just kill a man, he killed a movement. Jomo Kenyatta, from resistance to dynasty. They called him a liberator. But after independence, Kenyatta's family became Kenya's largest landowners. The Mau Mau fighters who bled for freedom were left landless. The dynasty grew fat while the people starved. He fought the colonizer, then ruled like one. The betrayal of Nkrumah, coup by the CA, silence by his own. Kwame Nkrumah, the architect of Pan-Africanism, was overthrown in 1966 while on a peace mission. The CIA backed the coup, but it was his own ministers who opened the door. Ghana's dream of unity was shattered by Judas' hands. They didn't need to shoot him. They just needed to stay silent. Congo's curse, Mobutu and the murder of Lumumba. Patrice Lumumba, Congo's first elected leader, was handed over to his enemies by Mobutu Sese Seko, a man who once called him brother. Mobutu ruled for decades, backed by the West, while Congo bled for coltan, copper, and control. They gave him sunglasses and a sash, but he ruled with a whip. The Judas class today, wearing Kent, serving empire. The betrayal didn't end in the 60s. It evolved. It put on suits. It learned diplomacy. Today's Judas class doesn't need to pull the trigger. They just need to sign the deal, shake the hand and look away. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the ECOWAS enforcer. As ECOWAS chair, Tinubu threatened war on Niger. Not to protect democracy, but to restore a Western puppet. He called for military intervention while Nigeria's own north burns. He obeys Paris and Washington, not Abuja or Lagos. He speaks of unity, but acts as a warden. His war is not on terror, it's on independence. He will fight to his death against the independence of any Africans, and so too would a Judas like Ruto, who would not be deterred by an ocean of his own people's blood to shed. He will serve his masters come hell or high water. William Ruto, the mask of stability, the void of strategy. Ruto claims to fight terrorism, but his security reshuffles weakened Kenya's defenses. Al-Shabaab exploits the vacuum. His government's financial systems were linked to terror financing in the Duza D2 attack. He shakes hands in Addis, but leaves the back door open in Mandera. He wears the smile of a statesman, but walks the path of a saboteur. ECOWAS and EU, the colonial sheriffs. ECOWAS and the AU are not neutral. They are instruments of foreign control, condemning the Sahel while ignoring dynastic dictatorships in Togo, Cameroon, and Uganda. They imposed crippling sanctions on Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, not to protect the people, but to punish disobedience. They don't fight terror, they fight sovereignty. The Sahel stand, the alliance of the unbought. Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger formed the alliance of Sahel states, IS. They expelled French troops. They formed a joint military force. They reclaimed their narrative. And for that, they are demonized by other African leaders, the Judas class. The ES are not rebels. They are reminders that Africa still remembers how to stand. The Judas class doesn't just fail us, they sell us. From Sankara to Traoré, from Lumumba to Goita, the story is the same: betrayal from within, pressure from without. The Judas class wears Kent and Agbada, but bows to Paris and Washington. They are not confused. They are chosen. And they are rewarded. The bullets may come from the front, but the betrayal always comes from behind.